the Biden administration rolled out some fresh export controls on quantum computers as China continues to make advances in the global chip industry. I mean, it's not even just the U.S. at this point. You've got Japan also making some sweeping adjustments there. I mean, my goodness, the Netherlands too. Don't upset the Dutch on this matter, but what does this mean when you have so many different countries and this latest effort from the U.S. to really try and curb or at least protect even more intellectual property? What does that signal to you?
Yeah, brother, you know, it's interesting. I shared this morning some rumors out that in China, renting an A100 or an H100 actually costs less than in the US, which is the indicator to me, and we always talk about this, that China is getting enough supply, even though they're not supposed to be. So these controls they're really complicated, very nuanced, whether or not they work well and how effective they are. Having said that, the semiconductor supply chain is really complex. And you mentioned the Dutch, Japan, there's so many different parts, and by each one of these parts not being able to support China's needs, it creates more difficulty for China to really get to those most advanced nodes. The world, of course, wants to make sure that it maintains a global leadership position in semis as we move into 3 and 2 and these newest nodes from TSMC and from other foundry providers. They want China to be behind for a few years. I always say, Brad, don't rule them out, but the global supply chain of semiconductors and all of the policymakers are certainly going to make it very hard. I expect China to fight hard against it, but I don't expect this to slow down these policymakers in some of these export controls.